my scooter shirt on. So you know today is going to be something that has to do with scooters. It's this scooter in particular. I've been kind of taunting this for a while, and now it's finally come to time. We're going to be doing some major upgrades to this scooter. This is a Yamaha Aerox, in case anyone's wondering. We never got these in the US, so this is kind of a special scooter to have here. And it's basically my dream scooter. I've always wanted to have a Yamaha Aerox. If there is such thing as a dream scooter, I guess. If you're into scooters, this is a dream scooter. So they're all over Europe. Kids go crazy over these. It's like their first thing they get to drive, and there's tons of you that are watching this from Europe that are saying, man, we've had these forever. I know. Not here. We don't get these. We don't get the Piaggio Zips either. So to have one of these, I'm really happy. And it's time to make this thing even better. So it already has a 70cc upgrade in it, and it's got a nice pipe on it and everything. We've got a lot of really good high-end parts on this thing. You can see big brake kit, nice Paoli suspension. And we did the Polini Big Evo variator and transmission. So it already has a pretty decent mod list put into it, and it went like 75 miles per hour. So I'm going to take you to show you what we're going to be doing, because to improve on that, you know, it's got to be pretty freaking good. There's the Yasuni pipe on it. Let's go check out what we're doing now. So not just one, but 2 boxes of stuff. We're going to get this stuff out, show it to you, so you can see exactly what's going on. So here's everything taken out of the boxes. And I'm really excited for this, because this is something I've wanted to do on a scooter for a long time, but I never really had a chance to. And thanks to the guys over at ScooterTuning.ca, this is the new motor and complete setup for the Aerox. This is the Malossi RC-One 94cc. It's their MHR. This is their real race setup. This is the Malossi Hyper Racing MHR, and it is a complete package. You buy this thing and it completely replaces your motor and gives you everything you need to get your motor up to the race specifications that Malossi has designed. It's a complete build. In here is the cases. You can see all the parts here. Let's see if you can see the cases down in there. And it's a really unique setup, because what happens is with the Minarelli motors, they utilize a completely different intake system, and the way that the air is drawn into the motor is not as efficient as the Piaggio style intake system. So this RC-One melts those 2 designs together and gives you that high flowing intake design of the Piaggio motor into a Minarelli mounted case. And it's really a huge step in the right direction. As you guys know, I have a 70cc Minarelli race scooter. It's a drag race setup, and it is maxed out. I had to do insane casework to that thing to make it to flow the air that it flows. And it does make over 30 horsepower, barely. But that was a monumental feat in doing that. This thing, we actually, if you didn't see it, there was a scooter we had on the channel. We actually got to put it on the dyno and tune it. And it made 35 horsepower, not even breaking a sweat. So I was immediately enamored by that power level and what it was capable of. So we went ahead and squared up so we could have this done. And we've got Malossi crankshaft. This is all their stuff. Here's the cylinder, flange mount, really nice. Inner rotor ignition system. So again, we're going to a total loss ignition, which is not a big deal for me because I don't plan on driving this thing all over the place. But if you use a scooter for normal transportation, you're going to have to keep charging your battery or put in a different system that allows you to charge. So this is also using a electric water pump, which we've already done on the Aerox. But this is a high-end water pump. I use this one already on the Aerox, really good. It comes with all the hardware, as you can see. We've got a kicker boss and all the case bolts and stuff like that go into it. You've got your overrange, you've got your exhaust. So this is just an awesome setup. I'm gonna open this exhaust up, take a look at that, just a couple more parts. Here's the exhaust. Oh man, look at that. Real shiny MHR, really nice. Look at those welds, huh? Just super lightweight. I mean, it just weighs nothing. It feels like I could punch a hole right through it, but I know it's pretty strong. Most of the two-stroke pipes are like that. This is one of the most important parts of any two-stroke build is your exhaust pipe. It has to be tuned to resonate at the exact frequencies and has the same pulse, the right pulse that's needed for scavenging the exhaust. It's basically like supercharging your motor with one of these pipes. So really cool. I love seeing the handmade quality of this stuff. Look at this. This is the engine cover or the case, tranny case, whatever you want to call it, CVT case. Just sick. Made in Italy, obviously. That's another good thing about all this stuff. It's all from Italy. The bikes are made in Italy. It's actually a Yamaha bike or scooter, but it's made in Italy. Everything on it, you start looking, it just says made in Italy everywhere. So it's fun to see this stuff all, it's obviously all Italian and it's all together. It's all one working package. Man, I am pumped on this. I'm gonna get the engine cases out. So here's all of the main stuff out. We've got the case, which you can see is like I said, the RC-One design. Look at the inlet. Jeez. It is just massive compared to a Minarelli, going straight down into the cylinder or into the case. And you can see the transfer port reliefs are just big. Very nice. You do a little bit of cleaning up here, but nothing too crazy. Just a beautiful, beautiful all-around package. Here's the exhaust again. Here's the cylinder with the head. Look at that. It's just high-end, beautiful. Here's all of our shims or your base gaskets. Clutch bell. Again, everything from Malossi, made in Italy. The clutch is in there also. Gears, so we can get some speed out of it. Here's the carburetor. You can see, even comes with its own fancy dandy red air filter. This is a Dell'Orto, so that's made in Italy also. 28 millimeter choke lever. This is a nice complete kit. Your overrange is in here. We're running this overrange on the drag scooter as well, which I've already gone over 90 with that. So I know it's got some good gearing. Acceleration is good too, obviously. It's got a nice bottom end. Really, really good stuff. So excited to get this thing together. That's my goal for this week coming up. We'll put this together, and we need a couple more parts for the scooter itself to get this mounted up properly. But for the most part, everything we need to build the motor, though, is here. And it's a little bit of a process. It's not necessarily for the faint of heart. You do have to do some specific sizing and make sure that you've got clearances where they need to be. So it's not just a bolt stuff together and go type of scenario. And if you do that, it might run, but it won't be it won't be extracting the maximum performance out of it. So we'll go through the process in the next few videos. If you like the scooter content, you're going to be happy because we're going to go through it the full from start to finish, and we're going to go on to the dyno, which we have, and we're going to prove that power. We're going to see. I'd like to see that 35 plus horsepower. Realistically, might have to make a couple of configurational changes to see that and see more, but I would love to see 35. 37 would be like, oh yeah, we've done it. And eventually, if we can push 40 horsepower out of it with a few more tricks and things, that would be end game. But 35 horsepower to start, if we can get that, that's pretty much, I think, clearly where these motors like to be at when they're set up properly. And top speed over 90, probably most likely over 90. We'll see. That's going to be crazy top end for that for any scooter, honestly. But I think it's achievable, and I know that these motors are built so well. They've got a lot of racing tricks and heritage built into them that the guys at Malossi have developed over the years. So it's not going to be a letdown either way. And this scooter is going to be, it's going to have some good street manners. We're going to be able to drive it everywhere. It's not going to be like just a race-only setup. Just won't want to go too far, considering that we're going to be on battery power for lights, water pump, and that's pretty much it. So either way, stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am, because I really, really love scooter stuff. I know most of you guys do too. So if you're looking to get some stuff for your own scooter, make sure you hit up the guys at ScooterTuning.ca. They are always helping me out. They've always got tons of stuff. This is all stuff in stock, and they're very helpful. So let me know if you guys need any help with anything. Otherwise, stay tuned and watch all of this turn my Aerox into an animal, because it's coming. I'll see you guys in the next one.